Hello everyone and welcome to a special Saturday edition of Resurgence. Obviously we had a couple of bad days. Don't worry, that's been all taken care of. We're all good now. I, of course, am commentator Josh. Kicking things off, we have Skeleton Stanzik taking on Murphy the Giant. Tonight, we will see 3 second-round matches in the Men's Phoenix Cup Tournament, as well as 1 women's semi-final match. And remember, the winner of the semi-final match tonight will go on to the Phoenix Cup event at the end of the month, which will be in 2 weeks. Also tonight, we will be kicking off the first part to determine the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, as we will see a tag team match tonight where the winning team next week will face each other. And the winner will be the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Also tonight, we will see 2/3 of our Stable Warfare contest at the Phoenix Cup. We will see Team Fuck Yo Masks taking on One Night Stand in another tag team match. We will also see the 2 number 1 contenders who after last week were defeated by the 2 new champions, the World Champion and the Revolution Champion. The number 1 contenders for both those titles, Mr. Troop and Jack Johnson, will compete against each other later tonight. Let's see. Skeleton, okay, he was doing something there. Now front face lock and going after the arm of Murphy. You can see Murphy get a little bit of an upgrade recently. Finally got some nicer logos on his back. He's got the Court of Darkness logo on his sides and Ask-Ab. Skeleton able to escape. Now DDT by Skeleton. You can see wearing that Jester outfit. It's brought him some good luck. Skeleton's been able to win matches people don't think he should be winning. Able to pull out. Speaking of pulling out, what is? It just has Murphy as just a ball and kicks him in the ass. Never want to be kicked in the ass. That's gonna hurt. Now Skeleton with a neck breaker. Almost thought it was going to be a Hangman's neck breaker, but no. And now going up top. Double stomp from the top rope. See Skeleton in control of this. And now, he's going to tangle him up again. He's going to turn him into a pretzel. Now he's going to roll him over. He's got Murphy right where he wants him. See, pointing and right in the ass again. Murphy, the big heavy for the court. Biggest member of the Court of Darkness. Like I said, Skeleton, that Jester outfit he's been wearing, it's brought him some good luck ever since he started wearing it. You saw it. Both these men came out. We are live from Las Vegas. People might think what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. We don't know about that tonight. Knee drop on the floor. They're just hammering with right hands. The referee counting. But Skelton being smart, getting thrown him back in the ring. He knows he has to win by pinfall or submission in the ring. Also, thank you, Norris, for the 100 bits. For some reason, it's not showing up on my recent stuff, but I know it's there. Now, pump handle drops him down. Skelton showing some power, going for a cover. 2, no. Skelton in control of this match. Murphy usually been dominant in his matches, but Skelton just figure out a way. Another neck breaker. Now a rolling neck snap. We try to pick him up. Looking for a suplex. No, Murphy hits a knee. For as big as Murphy is, he's having a hard time keeping up. Skelton just doing what he wants. Kick to the midsection, off the ropes, axe kick. Not a cover. 2, no. Murphy getting the shoulder up. Skelton off the ropes, breaks his ass. And now Murphy, he's got from behind, has him up. Oh, God. Spin out side slam. The cover. Just 2. You can see Murphy starting to get the momentum back in his corner. And oh, boy, this is going to hurt. Oh, God. 2. No. Skelton not going to let anything like a collapsed chest do him in. Still fighting back. Kick to the midsection. Got him up. Pump handle. Drops him down. Skelton in control of this match. He's been in control for most of it. Rolling out of the ring, trying to get a quick breather. Murphy coming out after him. Now has him by the head. Murphy gonna walk on a treadmill there for a second. Now trying to head over to the timekeeper table. As you can see, the timekeeper not worried about 2 giant men coming toward him. Probably not the first time it's happened to him. And a drop kick to the back by Skelton. Skelton's been in control of this match for so long. It's very weird to see. You're used to seeing Murphy in control with his size. Skelton playing to the crowd. Could end up costing him. Because he might have just given Murphy an opportunity. Try to drag him away from the ropes. But Murphy going for a cover. Hooking the leg. Just a 2. Working on the neck, the head. Trying to rip his head off, I think. And now Murphy, Irish whip into the corner. Spin him around. Got something else in mind. A clobbering blow to the face, but Skelton just shrugs it off. Kick to the midsection. Off the ropes. Axe kick. And in the ropes, Murphy able to grab the bottom rope. Might have just saved him. Now Skelton on the middle rope himself. Hits a drop kick. And immediately just plays to the crowd. Because of course. Elbow drop to the back of the neck. Off the ropes. Went for a double axe. Missed. Murphy rolled out of the ring. And Skelton with a back body drop. A lot of body to get over. Kick to the midsection. Oh, he's got him up for another pump handle. Drops him down. But Murphy tried to use his size. But Skelton using his quickness. Another back of the neck. Kick to the mid. Uh-oh. Come off the ropes. Another axe kick. This time far enough away from the ropes. Cover. Two. No. There's a reason Murphy's called a giant. But Skelton might think he's just clowning around, but very focused. He's using his legs, trying to keep Murphy off balanced. Just keeps flipping him over. Wearing down the head and neck. You can see off the... Oh, God. Off the barricade. It drops an elbow. But the main MO of Skelton has been working on the head and neck. Now just dancing on top of him. But you can see the focus of Skelton, the head and the neck. He stayed on him this entire match. Murphy's had a hard time getting out of the block here. And he does it. Skelton picks up the win. There you go. Skelton able to pick up the victory. Just stayed on Murphy that entire match. Didn't let him get out of the block. Reverse suplex may not seem like a lot, but in that match, it meant a lot. It's the final nail in the coffin, I guess you could say. Coming up next, we're going to see Kurt Wagner, another member of the Court of Darkness, taking on Snowman, who we haven't seen in quite some time, actually. Wagner trying to get himself into possibly the United States title division. And Snowman is just ever so present, the troll. Don't know what he's going to do here or there. Known for basically just trolling everyone. We'll have to see if Kurt Wagner is up for this, if he can find a way to stop Snowman from trolling him. Snowman's got a bit of a time as being considered a spoiler for a lot of people. Think they're gonna just have an easy way with him. But it's Wagner versus Snowman coming up next.
Well, Seymour, I made it, despite your directions.
Ah, Superintendent Chalmers, welcome. You're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon.
Yeah. Seymour! Why is there smoke coming out of your oven, Seymour?
That isn't smoke. It's steam. Steam from the steamed clams we're having. Steamed clams. Superintendent, I hope you're ready for mouth-watering hamburgers.
I thought we were having steamed clams.
No, I said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers.
You call hamburgers steamed ham?
Yes, it's a regional dialect.
Now, what region?
Upstate New York.
Really? Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard anyone use the phrase steamed ham.
Oh, not in Utica. No, it's in Albany.
You know, these hamburgers are quite similar to the ones they have at Krusty Burger.
Oh, no. Patented Skinner Burger. Old family recipe.
For steamed hams.
Yeah.
Yes, and you call them steamed hams despite the fact they are obviously grilled. Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis! At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
That's it?
No.
Seymour, the house is on fire!
Here we go. You see Snowman oiled up as ever. Immediately takes Wagner into the corner. Also, thank you, Last Ride, for the 7-month resub. What's up, Gil? Now, rake in the back. The absolute madman. As Wagner just so mad about that, just jumps into the air. And now Snow eliminates Wagner from the Rumble. You know, Snowman's someone we haven't seen in a while, actually. Like I said, he's known to troll any chance he can get. Been a while since we've heard steamed hams on the stream. Now front face lock. Both men on the floor. Now Snow off the ring, I think. Barely avoided his steps. Now at that time he hit the steps. Our VRWR cam as Snowman bounced off the steps again. Wagner just coming right out. Might be a little mad after what we just saw with Murphy. Now front face lock by Kurt. And now Wagner throwing Snowman into the crowd. Now Snowman just European uppercut, knocking Wagner back over the barricade. Both men back into the ring. I think that was a 17 count. Now off the ropes. Slides under. Oh, a super kick by Snowman. I think he just trolled him. Quick cover. Just a one. Driving his knee right in the chest. Now going up top, we're going to see some falling snow. He is. Now, diving Hurricane Rana. Now, Jawbreaker, just to follow it up. Like I said, don't give Snowman an opportunity. He will absolutely troll you if he gets the chance. Go after the knee of Wagner. Wagner known to fly around the ring, not afraid to fly. Now into the corner. Snake Eyes. On the middle rope. Misses the forearm. Now Wagner, Irish whip into the corner. He's gonna put him the tree of Joey Lawrence. He's gonna stomp on him, but Snowman comes back with a headbutt. And now Wagner, Michinoku driver. Just wanted to knock Snowman down. Wagner wanted to fly off the middle rope, but oh, there he goes. Phoenix splash off the middle rope, misses. And now Snow seeing an opportunity going right for the neck. Going for that head and neck. Oh, went for that combination strikes. We've seen this combination of strikes from Snowman, but oh, there you go. Shot to the throat, shot to the stomach, and an uppercut. Wagner's been busted open. Oh, kicked him right in the face. Snow going off the arm. See Snowman in control of this match now. And now has him up on the shoulder. No, Snowman slides off. And now Snow looking to end things. Oh, he's got him hooked. Aurora Borealis. Snowman with a cover. 2. No. Wagner able to kick out. Wagner, a former television champion. Been looking to move up in ranks. And now twisting moonsault. Standing twisting moonsault, excuse me. Now Wagner trying to pick apart Snow. A rolling neck snap. You can see just going from one body part to another. Trying to keep him off balance. Now using his legs. Now he's trying to keep Snowman off balance. Oh, face wash. Or face scrape. But right to the face. Now another rolling neck snap. I actually have no idea what that was. Now standing Hurricane Rana. Going for a submission, but in the ropes. But Wagner has him measured off the ropes. Running into Geary. Caught him right in the back of the head. Go with that full Nelson drop, but Snowman caught him. And Snowman, of course, trolling, getting a taunt off. Hits a pair of drop kicks. This is the clothesline. Running crossbody. The Snow, that combination of strikes into an uppercut again. Just going to go right for a cover. No, just a 2. Now Snow in the corner. Thought he was going to do something. Instead, just talk to the crowd. Oh, Snow looking to end it. Looking to put Wagner away. Looking Aurora Borealis. No, Wagner caught it. Or he was able to avoid it. To the midsection. Drops him down. Rocker dropper by Kurt Wagner. Now, Northern Lights suplex. No bridge. Another standing spinning moonsault. You can see pace has been quickened now with Wagner. This is got a match he wants. I would think this would benefit Snowman as well, but it's not. You can see just back and forth. On a hard chop by Wagner, but Snowman just absorbs it basically. And went for another standing Hurricane Rana. Got caught. Stuffed with a powerbomb. Snow up top. Looking for a dive. Oh, got caught. Going for a Hurricane Rana of his own. Dropped on the top rope. And now Wagner going for a slam. No, Snowman counters. Just back and forth between these two. Just two. And an elbow to the face. Snowman's been busted open now. Now full Nelson going to drop mine on his face. You can see the blood all over Wagner's face. Kick right to the back. And now another standing Hurricane Rana by Wagner. Blocks the right hand. Another combination by Snowman. Hits the uppercut. Just back and forth between these two. Wagner hasn't gone out to the apron, which is a bit surprising for him. He wants to hit that Angel's wings. But Snowman, you see, going after the arms, we can't do that. Gonna look to end it. He's got him hooked. Aurora Borealis. Center of the ring. Snowman with a cover. 2. No. Wagner refusing to stay down. Snowman going to the apron himself. Springboard. Hits the frog splash. Now off the ropes. It's a double axe to the leg, it looks like. You can see the pace quickening a little bit. Even when it seems like it's slowing down. Back body drop by Wagner. I don't even know if he has the taunt. I'll have to check. Now Wagner, front face lock. Hooks him up. Another Northern Lights. Snowman almost bounced off the ropes. That would have been very bad to look at. But just somehow the constant trolling keeping Wagner from really getting anything. Knee to the face. Went for a super kick. Trolled himself. Just back and forth with these two. Oh, what a right. I thought that rocked him for a second. Front face lock by Snowman now. Another jawbreaker. Just going to go for a cover. 2-2. Now just ripping at that open wound. Trying to open it up more. It's a different kind of trolling Snowman's going for there. Go behind. No, we're going to switch it around. And again, shot to the midsection. Another uppercut. Gonna try to pull him away from the ropes. 2, no. But Snowman's got one more thing. Aurora Borealis. That's his modus operandi. And a cover. 2. No. Wagner again kicks out. Middle rope. Misses the drop kick. A short DDT. Just kicking him right in the face. These Snowman's getting frustrated here. Dropping some elbows right to the lower back, and now just doing push-ups, touching his butt. But you can tell Snowman's getting frustrated here. Unable to put Wagner away. And now Wagner hooks him up, snap suplex. Another face scrape. But Snowman just had an answer for everything Wagner's thrown at him. Oh, just kicked him right in the thigh. And another Michinoku driver. Figured he was going to hold on to that. I was wrong. But Wagner measuring him off the ropes again. Another Enziguri. And now another standing Hurricane Rana by Wagner. You can see the high flying starting to happen a little more. Wagner trying to quicken the pace. Another rocker dropper. And rolling neck snap again. But you can see Wagner hits one body part, goes right for another. Now on a ding ding. On again on the ding ding. Snowman just going right for a cover, but referee's like, no, you're in the ropes. Ducks under. Snowman with a clothesline. You can see just back and forth. Snowman's got an answer for everything. Oh, he hit him in the ding ding again. Oh, I went for the strike, but he's trolling himself. Now airplane spin by Snowman. Now Snow just leaving the ring for some reason. Going back in. Oh, this time he's going to connect. Snowman making a mistake, focusing on the crowd. Hang on, I'll be right back. Swear to God, this ends while I walk away.
smoke coming out of your eyes, Seymour.
I need to know. It's steam. Steam from the steam clams we're having. Steam clams. Superintendent, I hope you're ready for mouth-watering hamburgers.
I thought we were having steamed clams.
No, I said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers.
You call hamburgers steamed ham?
Yes, it's a regional diet.
What region?
Upstate New York?
Really? Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard anyone use the phrase steamed hams.
Oh, not Utica. No, it's in Albany.
You know, these hamburgers are quite similar to the ones they have at Krusty Burger.
Oh, no. Patented Skinner Burger. Old family recipe.
For steamed hams.
Yeah.
You didn't show me that well. That fuck. I know, of course it ends right as I'm about to get up and walk away. I know, shocking, right? Yeah, you see Snowman picking up the win. Wagner did what he could, just wasn't enough. Coming up next, we have our first of 3 tag team matches, playa. As it will be Team Fuck Yo Masks, former tag team champions, former multiple time tag team champions, will be taking on One Night Stand, Charlie Harris, JT Hall. He calls a semi-preview of Stable Warfare that we'll be seeing at the Phoenix Cup event. Been told we already know who FYM will be teaming with at that event. It will be Guild Thunderstrike. One Night Stand has said they have a 3rd member, but have yet to reveal who that is. Trying to save it for the event. Keep it a surprise. Yeah, coming next, we have tag team action. And if I'm not back when the match starts, it's okay. Don't worry. I got something I gotta take care of real quick. So I'll let this match happen. I'm gonna try to talk as much as I can before it loads up. Yeah, how you guys doing? Yeah, don't worry. One of them might get changed. Yeah, tag team action coming up next. Here on Resurgence. And I'm back. The Pollo Loco in the front face lock, just raking the eyes with the glove. Now Harris going after the knee. Thank you. The Pollo Loco, the smallest man in the match. But still going to fight back. Like I said, Team Bucky Mass, former tag team champions, 2-time tag team champions. But Harris has him hooked up. One night stand. They sure do. Went for a cover in the ropes, though. Team Bucky Mass, the first ever RWR tag team champions. People seem to forget that. Had the belt the second time for, about enough time to drink a cup of coffee. Double team here by One Night Stand. Backbreaker into a suplex by JT Hall. One Night Stand, when they first showed up in RWR, had a rough go at it, having issues trying to pick up victories. Not to mention Hall having a tendency to get killed during matches. It usually didn't help as Del Pyro gets tagged in, runs right into a DDT. Hall go back up top. He's going to hit it as if he kills him. Hits the shoulder tackle off the top. It's a lot of body to come down. Hooking the leg. 2. Del Pyro kicks out. Into the corner we go, and Pyro does not want to go. Picking up Hall. Drops him on both his knees. Yeah, that's kind of hard to tell. Now super kick by Pyro. Trying to drag him over to his corner. Go for a cover. Just a 1 count. They saw Harris didn't even budge. And now punch right to the temple. It's Pyro working on the neck. Head and neck. Hall with a history of concussions. Not a good thing, but Hadouken! Pyro going for a cover. Hall breaks it up. And now double team by FYM. Double side effect on Harris. Pyro on the apron. And as him and El Pollo Loco have a little miscommunication there, knocks Pyro off the apron. Into the corner. Nope, never mind. Now Pyro. He's got Hall on his shoulders. Where's he going to go with him? Drops him on the top rope. See Harris laid out on the floor. Pyro off the ropes. Oh, falling headbutt. Nothing fancy about that. Now jumping into a DDT. Discus elbow to follow it up. Discus forearm. This Pyro just doing what he wants with Hall. Tag in now, Pollo Loco. Now Loco. Knee to the midsection. Gonna butterfly him. No, spins around. Into a hangman's neck breaker. Hall slides out of the ring to take a moment for himself, but that could have been a rude awakening for Hall. Oh, unnecessary kick. But, oh God! El Pollo Loco tried to do a running dragon run. It didn't matter. Oh! Went for a spear, got caught into a DDT. Now El Pollo Loco with the gauntlet. In for cover, but Harris breaks up immediately again. And takes out Del Pyro in the process. Pollo Loco going up top, but might be giving Hall some time. Oh, went for the diving elbow. Didn't get enough distance. As Hall tags in Harris. Two smaller members of their team. Spinning soul butt right to the... Not even sure where he hit him. Off the ropes. Sliding drop kick there by El Pollo Loco. There's something a little different. Trying to use his speed. Standing moonsault follow up. And now, he's aiming. He's got the gauntlet. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and he clocks him in the face. That punch with the gauntlet, and it knocked Harris out. Team Fuck Yo Masks pick up the win. There you go, Team FYM. Build momentum for Kimiko Goon. Could be a sign of things to come when those teams meet again at the Phoenix Cup event. Of course, there'll be more people in play, but don't think it really matters at that point. If FYM can do that again, continue saying they're the top stable in RWR. They might be quiet about it. Well, there's nothing quiet about how they act, but trying to build themselves up, make Kimiko Goon a very impactful stable. I mean, they already have the women's title. Damian Longoria could become United States champion. It might be theirs for the taking. But come up next, this is going to be quite the interesting matchup, as it's going to be Titan, representing the Shaw label, taking on Alec Aurelius. Considering what both men have been known to do this season, especially with Alec with his knees, his shaved knees, this is going to be quite the physical match. And with Titan's size, let's see if Alec can chop the big tree down. It's size against strikes. Alec Aurelius taking on Titan. Coming up next. And away we go. As immediately Titan using his size backing Alec into the corner. Referee trying to get the two of them apart as we get a clean break. Go right back into it. Alec goes right for the arm. Titan going right back. Trying to bend the elbow. And side headlock by Alec. Transitions over to the arm. And, drops him down. You see Titan had like a smile on his face. Into a Snapdragon. Nothing fancy about that. Titan obviously has a size advantage between these two. Now he's going to try to use it. Oh, he's got him up on his shoulder. Oh, shoulder breaker. You gotta think Alec uses every part of his body as a weapon. You gotta wonder what it's going to take to put Titan down. But at the same time, what kind of physicality is Titan have to bring to put Alec Aurelius away? Has him up on into a sidewalk slam. Coming up next, we'll see our first of 3 men's second round matches in the Phoenix Cup tournament. Obviously tonight, there was no main event announced because that'll be the third match of the 3. With the Phoenix Cup tournament, none of the matches were announced beforehand. After the 12 winners had been decided after last week, the 12 names were put back into the randomizer, and that's how we decided who was going to face who. Off the ropes, Titan drops the leg. Live by the rando, die by the rando. That's what it's going to be about. First DDT by Alec. Going right back to another submission. It's a smart idea. Try to keep Titan down. Apparently, it looks like there's some blood on Alec's arm. I don't know where that came from. It looks like Titan may have gotten his the singlet under it that he wears. Looks like he got it redone. Kick to the midsection. DDT. See Alec already getting ready to use those shaved knees. There's one right there to the face, followed by a clothesline. The Violent Gentleman. Another knee to the face, another clothesline. You can see Titan wanted to be oppressive in this, not let Alec get any distance, but that's been the problem. Alec's got the speed advantage here. You try to get him up? No. Alec using those taped fists. Whoa, in for a clothesline. Got launched instead. Now Titan drops the leg. And now right into our living rooms. Titan just rained down blows. Quick right hands. Trying to throw Alec around the ring. Like I said, trying to be oppressive. Oh, and the back of Titan's head hit the steps. Now his whole front hits the steps. You can see Alec taking his time, focusing on the head. The head and the face. Alex spins it around. Oh, chest first on the apron. There's a knee right there. That's what Alex known for, those knee strikes. But it's not just knee strikes, it's all kinds of strikes. And you see right there that combination. Just a violent combination by Alec. And now trying to go behind. Oh my god, deadlift German with a bridge. It's just a one count. I thought that was going to be a two. It's been the thing about Alec. You give him any distance, he's going to come back and he's going to hit you hard. With everything he's got. Titan doesn't care. Alex going to hit him with it anyway, doesn't matter. Reverse DDT. Titan went for a chop, got caught, or got blocked. You can see Alex just keep giving strikes back. Kick to the midsection. Kinshasa! Right for a cover. Titan's foot underneath the bottom rope. Referee called it off. Now another knee. And you can see Alec. He's zoned in. Drops him on his face. And now, the strike combination again. Back elbow, kick to the knee to the face. Like I said, this match is going to be physical. And now, has him up on his shoulder. Oh, God, kick to the face. That wasn't even a knee, that was a kick. A detonation kick, I should say. That's when Alex bread and butter. There it is again. Another Kinshasa. Titan's been busted open. And a cover. No. Didn't need a theatrics on that. He just threw his leg up in the air and caught him. You can see he has him. Pulls him down. Super kick. Had him trapped in the corner. Titan, really he needed to be able to survive the onslaught. As long as he could survive it, he'd be okay. And now, got him goozled back in the neck. Reverse choke slam. Like I said, Titan just had to outlast. But Kenny, bicycle knee. All kinds of strikes. That's what we're used to seeing from Alec. Trying to keep the pressure on. Now, Rainmaker! It's been Alec's bread and butter, those knee strikes. The shots to the face. Speaking of, stomp right to the face. Now Titan deadlifting Alec on the floor. Sit out powerbomb. Gonna try to keep him on the floor into the barricade. But now Uranagi into the barricade. Knew this match could be physical when it got signed. Stomp right to the midsection. Referee still counting. Alec on the floor, no. Now Titan throwing Alec back into the ring. Knows he can't win the match normally on the floor. Maybe that's what he wanted. Shot to the face. Titan hooks him up. Titan fall. Center of the ring. Hook in the leg. 2. No. Alec able to get the shoulder up. And now Titan, you can see he wants it. I think he's calling for another reverse choke slam. It's a fist, does a fist drop instead. See Alec just continuing to fight. And now, back to the strikes. Oh, again, that knee right to the face. Now pops up into a punch at right hand. Now looking for another deadlift German. Tried to bridge it, but Titan was in the ropes. Uh-oh. Alec. He's got those vibrations. Kinshasa. Hook in the leg. 2. No. Titan refusing to stay down. All that, still refusing to stay down, still fighting. And uh-oh, he's got Alec hooked. Reverse choke slam. Second time in the match. A cover. 2. No. See Titan getting frustrated, yelling at the referee, saying that was 3. He's got something for that though. Quick little right hand. Got him hooked. Titan fall. Center of the ring again. 2. No. Alec again kicks out. Titan working on the neck. Alec want nothing to do with that. Oh, what a right hand. Now Snake Eyes into the corner. Titan just trying to impose his will here. That chop to the top of the head. Quick cover. Just 2. Might have made a mistake not hooking the leg. Irish Whip reverse into the corner. And now Alec. Oh, boot to the face. Tosses him away. Just goes right back into it. Just lightning fast strikes. He's going to go for a cover. May think he knocked him out. And he did. Alec Aurelius picks up the victory. There you go. It took everything from Alec. Knees, fists, elbows, everything. But he was able to pull it off. Titan came to play, but Alec could just not be denied. He picks up the victory. Coming up next, we have our first of 3 second-round matches in the Phoenix Cup for the men. I was told the 6 names that we're going to see tonight. Of course, I was also told not to say anything about who we could see. That's one of the fun things about this is that really no one knows what we're going to see here. Don't know who's coming out. We don't know who's going to be in matches. One thing we know is the winner is going to go to the semifinals of the Phoenix Cup. Loser needs to find something else to do. The winner of the Phoenix Cup goes on to Supernova the main event. Get a shot at either the Revolution or the World Championship. We're going to kick things off. Second round matchup in the men's side of the tournament. We'll see who's coming out. We'll see that next.
As I stop feed on it, so many cats pass, put a John Peach on it. My destiny ahead of me, while I sleep on it. Searching for my purpose, turn the light beams on it. I'm losing my mind, heart racing with time, move a million miles a minute. Now I gotta get mine, and I leap out of the streets, still on the grind, but I shine like the sun when I come from behind. Despite the distractions, the lights, camera, action. No time to waste, I'm gonna shine when I find my place. No time to wait, my whole life been defined by fate. Now it's showtime. No time to waste, I'm gonna shine when I find my place. 'Cause it's showtime. No time to wait, my whole life been defined by fate. It's showtime with no kind of cosign. Go the whole nine and hold mine the whole time. From the slums where they keep guns and blow dimes. Fighting for crumbs, I found my gold mine. They push and they pull me, try to control me, hold me, and turn me back into the old me. But slowly I rise. Funny how time flies. Now they just wishing they could live it through my eyes. Despite the distractions, the calls and reactions, the fight's everlasting. Lights, camera, action. No time to waste. I'm gonna shine when I find my place. 'Cause it's no time to wait. My whole life been defined by. This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy. Oh, I'm dangerous. So dangerous. I'm dangerous. So dangerous. I'm the baddest mother up in here, and I'm about to make it clear. It's going down like I told you. I'm the baddest mother up in here.
Well, this is mighty interesting. We have Martin Starr taking on Marvelous Matt Matthews. I think Matthews might have positioned himself as the front runner after defeating Razor Sharp, former world champion. Like I said, this is only the first of 6 second round matches we're going to see this week and next week. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out the last match by process of elimination by next week. This is quite an interesting combination. Martin Starr has been starting to get a bit more of an upward trajectory here towards the end of the season. And Matt Matthews has been just a rocket strapped to him all season. Just getting higher and higher up. Now into the corner. There you go. And I believe this might be another interesting thing. I believe these are a couple of Brits as well. Running DDT, or Tornado DDT by Martin. Now on the apron is Matthews. Oh, shoulder tackle off the apron. You know, both men wanting to climb the ranks, get higher up, try to get to that World Championship. Martin started the season in the Rise from the Ashes tournament, had a bit of a rough go. Just recently starting to get his footing, starting to pick up more victories more often. Matt Matthews been very consistent since debuting in RWR. Here on the floor is Martin narrowly avoided disaster hitting the LED post. Martin trying to play to the crowd. Always a fan favorite. Matthews got a large following behind him. You see Martin just playing to the crowd more. Just deadlifting. Oh my god. Gut wrench into like a throwing power bomb. And now Matthews off the LED post. Martin looking to make a statement. If he's able to pick up a victory tonight, is again off the LED post. Be a great way for Martin to get back into the game. Even though Matthews is just a rookie, he's been quite impressive. Like I said, winner of this goes to the semifinals in 2 weeks, which will be the night before the Phoenix Cup event. After this, still got to win 2 more matches to win the whole thing. An unnecessary kick to the back, and that might just fire Martin up. Oh, a knee lift. Right to the face. It drops an elbow right on the knee. I thought he was going to go for it again. Matthews this time got out of that. Got to worry because Martin is very strong. And oh god, made a little bit of a mistake there. Actually, Aaron, you weren't booked tonight. Technically speaking. Martin for a quick cover just gets a 1. Oh, Alice is, yeah. I keep forgetting on sometimes. No, you haven't missed Alice's match, though. Now kick to the midsection. Off the ropes. Curb stomp. Saw it took a little bit out of Matthews. Had to crawl over to the cover. Just gets a 2 count. But we know Matthews has something else in mind. Alec actually did win, yes. And now, Matthews, chicken wing, center of the ring. Lock it into chicken wing. Martin might be in some trouble. This has put away so many people this season. No, Martin able to get out of it. Said, don't let it Don't let him fool you. Martin's one of the strongest people in RWR. Spinning powerbomb. Hangs onto it. 2. No. Martin's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. He can throw people around with the best of them. Now Martin. Oh, I think he was thinking Rice Star Cutter there. Matthews off the ropes. Another curb stop. Martin's been busted open. Now ducks under. No, Martin comes back on the clothesline. Just going to go right for a cover. Just a 1 count. This pace quickening. Uh-oh. Oh, you can survive 1, but can you survive a 2nd? Back to the chicken wing. Has it locked in, and Martin Starr is tapped out. Matt Matthews is going to the semifinals.
This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy. Oh, I'm dangerous.
There you go. Matt Matthews picks up the win, goes to the semifinals. You know, even with all the people that are still to come in the second round, former world champions and crowd favorites, Matt Matthews may be the man to watch. He may be the man to fear, I should say. Coming up next, this match has had a small change to it, as we have our second women's match of the evening. This was originally scheduled to be a tag team match, playa. But the board of directors has decided to throw the rule book out the window. We're just going to turn them loose. I've been told this is going to be tornado rules. Just going to throw the rule book out the window. Going to get rid of the tags. People want the fighting. People want the violence. Considering some of the women in this, I'm kind of glad I'm up here. But yeah, women's tag team match, it will be Olivia Taylor teaming up with Black Alice to take on the team of Apathy and Goddess Dawn. Board decided just let them loose. Murder could happen. But we will find out. Women's Tornado Tag coming up next. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Killer Squirrel, for the follow. Yeah, I've actually been a wrestling fan since, I kind of don't want to say this, but I feel like I have to. About 1990-ish, just to show how old I am. Even though I was like, no, I'm not going to say that, how old I was. Yeah, women's tornado tag. Apathy and Goddess Dawn, who have a mutual respect for each other. And I think that's formed some kind of bond between the two of them. Olivia Taylor, the queen of the red. And Black Alice, who seemed a little more Mad Hatter than she did Alice. Could be more of a thing of a union of convenience. Oh, wow. Well, happy early birthday, then. Usually our shows are typically Thursdays. This week had to be a little different due to some IRL issues I had. Next week should be back at our regular day and time. But yeah, dude, last time we saw Alice, she was kind of was fed to our women's champion, Kimiko. You see, she needed a couple weeks off for to heal from that, as goes for cover on Apathy. Apathy and Dawn, both former women's champions. Olivia still trying to find her spot. Like I've said before, she had a couple opportunities earlier this season. Eastern. It's usually 7:30 Eastern. She had a couple opportunities earlier this season to become women's champ. Well, she's had a down season, really, when you think about it. She's had issues. She's been unable to really get going. Even when the Red took over, she was still having a hard time still picking up victories. And Alice, one of the newer members of the roster, you know, obviously our music department loves her because of her theme. What really makes this interesting is you have Apathy, a member of Fitzwell Fighting Systems, and Goddess Dawn, a member of the Court of Darkness, being able to coexist with each other with both... Oh, guillotined by Apathy! Right for submissions. Dawn takes out Olivia. But Alice able to get out of it. Ref, get out of the way. Almost got hit by Dawn. Oh, God. Apathy able to counter whatever that was going to be. And now hooks Alice up. Goddess kick. Death before dishonor. Just all at once. Everyone hits everything. And then you see them trading off. We knew the kind of chaos that Dawn and Apathy could bring You know, over in MUW, Dawn calls herself the Goddess of Chaos. That's exactly what we're seeing with this. And only one way we're going to be able to follow this up, coming up next, we will have our first semifinal match for the Women's Phoenix Cup. That will be coming up next. Next 3 weeks, we're going to have all 3 matches, 1 a week. Because who goes to the finals? And Olivia with a fisherman suplex, holding on to it. As Alice taking Dawn for a spin. I mean, it'd be neat to have his model in the game again because of the tires. Alice with a cover on Dawn. As Dawn kicks out. The singlet's really the only thing that'd be fun, just because of all the different ones. And you can see Olivia and Alice starting to turn things around. As Olivia climbing up. Both knees into the midsection. Dawn having her way with Alice. Breaks up the pin while she's at it. Oh, Dawn, quickie roll up. Gonna bridge out. 2. And she got her. Goddess Dawn, a fancy roll up of doom. Picks up the victory for her team. There you go, Goddess Dawn. The fruit roll-up of doom out of nowhere on Olivia if she taunted. Not what you want to do. You don't. Considering what Dawn's capable of, I think Olivia just didn't see her. Dawn was able to get a quick roll-up on her. Coming up next, we're going to find out the first woman to go to the finals of the Women's Phoenix Cup Tournament. With this, we're gonna get the first person to qualify. Remember, the winner of the tournament goes on. They'll get the challenge of Women's Champion at Supernova. Like I said, the fun about this is that it's completely randomized. We don't know who's going to face who. There are 6 women in the tournament left. And one of them is the current women's champion herself, Kimiko. As well as the former women's champion, Faith Rogers. Had some upsets in the first round. Let's see if, there's a chance we could see another one here in the semis. We'll have to find out. Have our one women's semifinal match coming up next. You know what? Ask and you shall receive. Remember when I said live by the rando, die by the rando? I think we're about to see a literal death here, as we have Hikaru Hime taking on the women's champion, Kimiko Matsui. This has been a long time coming for this match. Ever since Hikaru debuted, Kimiko's been wanting to rip her arm off. And she's getting a chance right here, right now. Not only that, Kimiko wins. She's going to get it. She'll be in the finals of the Phoenix Cup tournament. And remember, she's the women's champ. Kimiko regaining the women's championship just a couple of weeks ago at Wet n Wild. And then immediately turned back the challenge of Apathy, who cashed in the golden ticket. Then we weren't able to really find a next challenger due to the Phoenix Cup starting. As Kimiko with some ass-based offense. Front face lock into a knee. You know, I said this a lot earlier about Alec Aurelius using every part of his body as a weapon, but focusing more on the knees to the faces. Kimiko's a lot like that, except she's more of rip arm out of socket. Quick cover, not even a 1 count. But if there's anyone that's more like to Alec Aurelius, it would be Kimiko in terms of she's got one thing on her mind. It's murder. Hikaru might have surprised everyone by winning. Oh my god, what a right hand. Kimiko might have been able to... Kimiko really had it easy destroying Black Alice a couple weeks ago. As Hikaru trying to use her legs, trying to wear her down. Off the top, two of the smallest women in RWR. Don't let that fool you with these two. Hikaru misses the elbow drop. Kimiko playing to the crowd, pointing to where in Japan she's from. And another right hand. Just Kimiko's not going to hold anything back in this. She goes right for the arm on the floor. Knee drop into the elbow socket. Obviously it hurts more because it's on the floor. And you saw when Kimiko came out, she had a huge smile on her face. I think she realized she was going to get to destroy Hikaru tonight. Now Kimiko holding on. Butterfly getting a washing machine action here on the floor. Now into the third. And now Kimiko with a Kimura on the floor. Trying to break Akaru's arm. Doesn't care how she do. Oh God! What walked right in that drop kick. One thing to say about Akaru, she's going to use her body as her main weapon. Like I said, not that, well, probably the smallest woman on the roster. She's going to make sure that every part of her body is a weapon. Went back into the ring, broke the count. Akaru breaking the count for some reason. I think she could have won this by count out. I think Kimiko was down. Just grabbing her midsection after being flung to the steps. I think Kimiko yelled something about honor. And I think that might have got Akaru to come back out. And Kimiko going after the other arm now. I'm not sure how much of that was actually. I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure what that's what she said. I'm not down there, thankfully, because Kimiko scares me. I try to stay on her good side. Now, oh, DDT on the floor. Now Kimiko throwing Akaru back into the ring. And Kimiko, she's had enough. She's ready to just end this. No, Akaru throwing an elbow. Oh, that might have just pissed off Kimiko more. The shoulder breaker to follow up. I'm going to go right for a cover. Just not even a 1 count. Kimiko go for a slam. No, Akaru able to counter. Akaru taking her time, taunting the crowd. I don't know if that's really such a good idea there. A double axe, another double axe. Shoulder into the corner. Now Akaru, back elbow. Oh, kicked her right in the hip. Now crucifix into a pin, but Kimiko's in the ropes. I've been kicked in the hip before. It's not good. Doesn't feel good. Kimiko yelling. Oh my God. Okay. I think that move's glitched. And now Kimiko go. Oh God, going for the arm. Using the ropes for leverage. Now getting back into the ring. Going for a German. Akaru flips over. Just hasn't answered. German suplex. Akaru just having an answer for everything Kimiko's doing. Now, Muda locks submission, but Kimiko was in the ropes already. You see Akaru going after the knee. Just trying to focus in on that knee. Trying to soften her up. I don't think there's anything soft when it comes to Kimiko. Maybe her hair, that's about it. Surfboard. Just trying to wear her down. Oh, a back elbow right to the jaw. Right to the mouth. Just seems like whatever Kimiko does, Akaru has some kind of answer for it. Kick to the midsection, gonna go butterfly. Looks like we got a second round of the washing machine here. Gets her up, drops her down. So there's something you just don't do with Kimiko, and that's piss her off. Working on the knee, I guess, just because she could. Oh, wow, if that had won. Yeah, like I said, everything Kimiko does, like, Hikaru has something for it. I think Hikaru might have been expecting to face Kimiko just because of all the possibilities. It might have had her scouted a bit. Oh, another DDT. Oh, it doesn't matter. Rainbow in the dark by Kimiko. Submission hold. Going after that left arm. Hikaru can't reach the ropes. Kimiko lets it up. Because she's got something else in mind. Now, Fujiwara armbar now. Still on the left arm. And Hikaru taps out. Kimiko is going to the finals. There you go. Back and forth match for the most part. I think Kimiko just had enough, was just ready to rip an arm off. And she did. And now this is going to make things mighty interesting. The women's champion in the finals. It's going to make things mighty fun. Considering we don't have a number one contender for the women's championship as far as I'm aware. Coming up next, we're gonna do step one to find out the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. 4 men will do battle in a tag team match. The winning team next week will face each other. The winner moves on to the Phoenix Cup event to face DJ Kraft for the Intercontinental Championship. It will be the teams of Dmitry Kalashnikov and Chris Jones will take on a team of Vlad Alucard and Cole Rayner. 2 men that have had opportunities at the Intercontinental Championship in Dmitry and Cole. Neither one of them were able to unseat the champion. But they get another opportunity here. Chris Jones, Vlad Alucard, all 4 of these men were all part of the Phoenix Cup tournament, but were all eliminated in the first round. Let's see if any of them can get that behind them, move on, try to get an IC title match. But it's tag team action coming up next.
Can't anybody see? When I go into that ground, I won't go quietly. I'm bringing my crown. When I go into that ground, oh, they gotta bury me face down. Thinking that they've won, it's only just begun. When I go into that ground, I won't go quietly. I'm bringing my crown. And when I go into that ground, oh, they gotta bury me face down. I've been on the run since I was a boy, but now I'm done running. Got another thing coming. Watch my enemies get destroyed. Oh, I got troubles of more than one kind, but I never sleep. Gotta bury me 6 feet deep where the sun don't shine. Thinking that they've won, it's only just begun. When I go into that ground, I won't go quietly. I'm bringing my crown. And when I go into
Here we go. Tag team action. Thank you, Tebow, or Tybo228. 226, I should say. Sorry. Can't read. Thank you for the follow. The tag team action. Winning team next week. The partners face off. Winner's the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. All 4 men were part of the Phoenix Cup, but all lost their first round matchups. But we're all considered the top 4 contenders for the Intercontinental Championship. And DJ Kraft needed an opponent. And here we are. As Vlad tags into Cole Rayner. Said earlier. Tybo, okay. Said earlier that these two men were the two that have had previous attempts at the Intercontinental Championship. Dimitri was in arguably one of the better first round matches against Josh Wolf last week. Did everything in his power but was unable to put Wolf away. You see both men fighting on the floor. Those steel steps, for some reason, I think look green tonight. Maybe the green's starting to spread. I don't know. Or we used the wrong color paint on the steps tonight. And yeah, we also have two groups in play. Cole Rayner representing the Court of Darkness, and you have Chris Jones representing the Rogers Foundation. Jones has been adamant wanting to get a shot at a championship. Wanting to get a chance at DJ Kraft. Kraft, the longest reigning champion currently in RWR. He's at, I believe, 170 some days at the moment. It's Dimitri trying to use his size against Cole. Speaking of size, here comes Chris Jones tagging in. Bit of a mismatch. Jones, the biggest of the four. Cole, arguably the smallest of the four. That's not going to stop him. As Jones trying to rain down elbows. Jones was in a very physical first round match with Norns. Which, even with all the physicality, Norns was able to pick up the victory. I know Jones was really pissed off about that. Just like that. But Jones, once again, elbows. Going up middle rope, but Vlad was right there, but unable to get it. Big boy senton off the middle rope. Cole smartly rolled to the floor. You can see Cole, a little bit of a different design of his logo. You know, we know he usually has that Court of Darkness logo. He's got more of the bat. Still representing the court. You could argue between him and Goddess Dawn, the two most popular members of the court. It's Cole off the ropes. Jones goes for a clothesline, misses. Cole hits an elbow. Might hit him with his gauntlet, actually. And now, bat blade. Almost yelled batarang, wrong move. But it's going to lead to it, though. Gets the bat blade, gets Jones up, batarang. Cole going for a cover. 2. No, Jones kicks out. Saw Dimitri didn't even try to help his partner. It's going to be beneficial for partners to help if they want to get a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. We see Vlad Alucard back in the ring, who until last week was actually on a bit of a winning streak. Or I should say 2 weeks ago. My mistake. See Dimitri off the ropes. Knee to the side of the head. And stomps on him for good measure. But Vlad able to escape. See Vlad and Cole kind of matching a little bit with the red they have on. With Vlad on his own here in RWR. He doesn't have any of his family like he does over WW. Now, Dimitri going after the arm. It happens. Now Dimitri kicked to the midsection. Gonna have him up on his shoulders. Drops him down. Oh, we saw Dimitri do a lot of this last week. He's gonna hook him up. And what goes up must come down. Elevator. In a cover. Vlad able to kick out. Cole was able, tried to help. Yeah, it happens, Jimmy. I did at least have one positive yesterday. Was I was able to get a new pair of shoes. I've been needing them for like a year now. Dimitri looking to went for a suplex spear by Vlad. Gonna go right for a cover, putting his feet on the ropes. Dimitri kicks out. Jones nowhere there to help his partner. Now Snake Eyes into the corner. You know, Dimitri just choking him in the corner. Referee trying to get him to stop, but he didn't start a count. See, tags made on both sides. Jones cut Cole off before he could hit a clothesline. Spins him around. And now Irish whip across the ring. Now Cole puts his boot up, hits a dropkick. Jones doesn't go down though. That time he does. A single leg dropkick. And then another one. Because that don't count Cole Rayner out. Even if he's got the size disadvantage. We saw it when he faced DJ Kraft a couple of months ago. Tag back into Dimitri with head control. Whips him back. Like I said, next week, winning team faces off against each other. Now Bat Blade. And the one thing that keeps Cole Rayner in the match is that he can hit that Bat Blade from when you least expect it. And if he doesn't, you want to use the Batarang, he's got something else in mind. The Bat Belt, or the Bat Leg, I should say. I don't know, I haven't thought of a clever name for that with the bat. Now Cole going for a cover. Jones in to stop it, but wasn't able to make it. Dimitri kicks out anyway as Jones gets shit canned. Now Cole going up top. Hit the chop. Cole was having a moment. Now Cole. Him and Vlad having a quick little conversation, I think. I don't think Vlad's ready to get back in the ring. Dimitri crawling to his corner. Makes the tag. Cole tags in Vlad. Just doesn't want to deal with this. Jones immediately with a forearm or with an elbow. Hits a boot. Vlad gets busted open. Caught him on the last one. Into the corner. Now Jones. Gonna bring him out. Off the ropes. Discus elbow. See, Jones is excited after that. Cravat suplex. Might have been a neck breaker. Now Jones looking to end it. Kick to the midsection. Kick to the head. Discus elbow to the face. KTFO. And a cover. Cole breaks it up. Now Jones off the ropes. Big boy senton. Jones in control of this. Never mind. Belay that, never mind. You can see Jones just, you might have the size, but Vlad able to get the speed. I don't know what the hell that was. Looked like sort of a drop kick. Now another spear. Vlad's going to go right for a cover off of that. 2. No. Jones kicks out. Oh, an unnecessary kick to follow it. Now Vlad. Oh, kick right to the face. Using the wrist. Now Vlad has him hooked up. Impaler. They're going for a cover. All 4 men in. Dimitri able to break it up. Cole missed. As Vlad accidentally hits Cole. And now Dimitri has Cole up. Drops him down. Now Jones with a cover. Vlad kicks out. You see Dimitri going after Cole on the floor. It's not a bad option. Take Cole out of the match. Cole might be the person to worry about. Vlad with the cover. Dimitri breaks it up. Quick elbow. Now Vlad trying to use his legs. You see Dimitri going after Cole again. And now Jones has been busted open. See Cole's drunk on the floor. Cole trying to run to his corner. Spear again by Vlad. Blood all over his face now. Now gets Jones up. Wow, there's some power there. Just backdrops him. Dimitri wanting to tag. Oh, I don't know what Joe's going for, but Vlad caught him. Back body drop by Jones. Wow, there's a heavy bass going by. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Off the ropes. Discus elbow again. You see this back and forth between both men. Uh-oh. Vlad has him. Impaler again. Middle of the ring. Oh, Dimitri's not paying attention. 2. And he got him. Vlad Alucard and Cole Rayner pick up the victory. there you have it. And it has now been confirmed. Next week, we will see Vlad Alucard take on Cole Rayner. #1 contendership for the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. The winner goes to the Phoenix Cup event and will take on DJ Kraft. It's a hell of a way to do it. Vlad Alucard again picking up a victory, getting momentum for himself and his team. Next week should be quite interesting. Next week we can see the biggest win of Vlad's career in RWR. Or we're going to see round 2. It depends what kind of vampire you got. Coming up next, we have our second of 3 second round matches. Yes, there is. Just go through all that, and if you're on PC, it makes it a little easier. We do have someone that will check movesets and stuff. With the theme, no actual wrestling themes, obviously. We do have someone that will go through that to make sure. Yeah, just to make sure, And it'll depend on how long it takes, if we have to make you, or if just download you, stuff like that. So go up on that. Our Discord thing should pop in soon. On PS4. I mean, we can create you. Did I make this in a command? Yes, I did. And you go ahead and join Discord. Keep up with what's going on. Yeah, you can always send a pic if you aren't sure how people can recreate you. We got a couple people that can do it, so. Yes, second of 3 second round matches coming up next. Don't know who's going to be involved. That's the one positive about that banter there. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, you got to be here live for this. You'll understand some of the banter that goes on. But yeah, second round match. Phoenix Cup tournament coming up next.
Fatal norms.
Well, this just got interesting. We have Norns representing the Red. One of only 2 members of the Red left in this tournament. Taking on the former Revolution champion, Justin Sane. If you want to see 2 large lads go at it, this is your kind of match. The real question is, how much is Justin Sane going to care tonight? Norns with a running Liger bomb. Like I said during the last match, Chris Jones involved in a very physical match with Norns. Norns able to win the match after a single burning hammer. Proof that sometimes it only takes one. And Justin Sane finally did an end to his rivalry with Brandon Richards. I think finally put an end to that chapter where he basically killed a Smurf. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Norns made Jones tap out. I forgot about that. That's how out of left field it was. Norns pulling out a submission hold. Made Jones tap out. Almost tried to strangle him. So winner moves on. Next round, they'll join Marvelous Matt Matthews in the semifinals. Russian leg sweep on the floor. Anyone. After this, we have 2 more matches. We know what the next match is going to be. It is the 2 challengers for both the Revolution and World Championships going at it. Mr. Troop versus Jack Johnson. That will be the match coming up. See the referee counting up to an 11 now, as Sane throws Norns back into the ring. You know, when Justin Sane cares, this could actually be one hell of a hoss fight. Oh, I did? Did I misspeak and not realize it? I can't words good sometimes. As Norns deadlifting Sane. Sane, not a small man. These are 2 guys that are known for throwing people around. Norns might have the size advantage, but Sane's just as able. Man bun and all. Yeah, I use that as my excuse. Yeah, big man, small care. And now rake in the eyes, just not even thinking about it, just going right after that. But the one thing we've learned with Justin Sane, it's been really over the course of the season, if you make him angry and willing to care, Sane, hang on, quick cover, just 2. You make Sane start caring, he starts hurting. He has less care for other people at that point. As Norns go behind. And now there's the second. The 3 fates land for Norns. We've also learned the longer the match goes, the more Sane's probably willing to care. He'll get more into the match. Norns in control of this match, though. Against the ropes. Oh, and gets dumped to the floor. See the fans right there in the front row getting a lot of action tonight. Norns throwing Sane back into the ring. Gets him up. Oh, was thinking for a KFX, but Norns raking the eyes. I guess turnabout is fair play. They're just back and forth between these 2. Just, you know, Norns has him up. Butterfly. Oh, drops him on his knees. Uh-oh. Norns with another go behind. Oh, we're going to get 3 more, it looks like. There's the second. And the 3 fates connect again. And then Norns leg drop right on that left arm, right on the elbow. And then Norns looking to end it. Oh, he's got him up on his shoulders. Burning hammer. Zane's been busted open. And now, Norns. Oh, he's locking in the beads of Steve on Sane. Norns in submission. And Justin Sane is tapped out. Norns picks up the victory and goes to the semifinals. I gotta say, if Norns has worked submissions into his game, that might be the scariest thing possible from him. For a lot of the big men in RWR, submissions have been basically the bane of their existence. But if Norns is pulling out submissions, not just something new last week, but tonight he takes the beads of Steve, puts it on Justin Sane, his own move. Norns might be something scary to watch come semifinals or even the finals. Coming up next, semi-main event time. And it's the 2 number 1 contenders for both the Revolution and World Championships. Will be Mr. Troop taking on Jack Johnson in a match that it's not going to be it's going to be very kind of like the match we just saw. It's going to be very physical from what we know about these two. Last week they couldn't get along. This week they're going to fight each other. Mr. Troop, number 1 contender for the Revolution Championship. Jack Johnson, number 1 contender for the World Championship. You know, Troop, former world champion in his own right. Both men former world champions. Gonna go at it. Let's see if we get 2 demons. Let's see who can out-demon the other man tonight. Semi-main event coming up next.
ways that make you do bad things. Living the evil up in the fast lane. Making me wanna have a wicked percent of beating the hell up out of people, making me mad, man. Gave me the gun when I ran up in Dylan's in 9th grade with a slight rage. I was ice age. Another reason Tech and Nina won't have any light days. Voted me the king of darkness. Voted me to be really heartless. All up in my spirit they march. They making me start sparking at the targets. Woke up today I was steaming. Cause when I found out I was not dreaming. Because the host that influenced me the most was a goddamn demon.
Ever seen a devil with a halo? Ever seen an angel with some horns? Everybody got their own demon, their own war. I can be an angel sometimes, I can be real fucked up. Promise you only sometimes, I give you real tough love. Yes, I'm a devil with a halo. Ooh, oh, 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 oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful and damned.
They said they did not want my face in their magazine, 'cause I'm not beautiful. Am I the most fucking fantastic freak you've ever seen? Did I make you scream? Do our imperfections make your blue breath run thick? Give me scars and stripes. It does not please me to be easy on any of your eyes. Any of your beautiful, beautiful is boring. Beautiful, beautiful is boring. Beautiful, beautiful is boring. Beautiful, beautiful is boring. You're never gonna save those souls, 'cause you're never gonna save those souls. Fall flowers to the floor. Shady lady gave me cat tongue, so I might be decor. Just pass me my cigar. Teaching children to be anything other than who they are. Beautiful, beautiful is boring. Beautiful, beautiful is boring. Beautiful, beautiful is boring. Beautiful, beautiful.
Well, here's something interesting. Jack Johnson bringing out the demon tonight. Usually he saves that for big events. I guess taking on Mr. Troop, the demon, the man known as the demon, I guess was a good time to do it. As I said, Mr. Troop, the #1 contender for the Revolution Championship, He'll take on Vic T. Miser, the champion, at the Phoenix Cup event in 2 weeks. Jack Johnson, number one contender for the World Championship, earned that opportunity by winning an Elimination Chamber match a couple weeks ago, back at Wet and Wild. But he will take on the champion, Archangel. Both men, former world champions. Ducks under Troop with a clothesline. Like I said, this is our semi-main event of the evening. One more match after this, and we don't even know who's going to be in it. Troop quick cover, just a one. Kick to the back just because he can. I'm sure Troop's a little disappointed he wasn't involved with the Phoenix Cup tournament, considering he won the Rise from the Ashes tournament. Jack Johnson with a cloverleaf submission hold. Troop with his legs just kicked him off. A jumping clothesline by Jack Johnson. And now Johnson taking off top turnbuckle pad, take a drink. Like I said, I'm sure Troop was a little disappointed he wasn't part of the Phoenix Cup, but he got something bigger in mind. Off the exposed turnbuckle, Jack Johnson might be in his demon form tonight, but he's still a villain at heart. Gets dumped to the apron. Troop just signaling as Jack Johnson with a shoulder block. Oh God, Troop's face bouncing off the apron. Hardest part of the ring. First time I've actually seen that. Now Troop. Oh God, was that a V-trigger? We're about to see it again. Yeah, jumping ripcord knee. Very reminiscent of Jarek Vanders. Jarek's been out of action since that chamber match. He suffered a concussion to Sean Libby. The feud that doesn't want to end. Yeah, Jarek currently sitting at home for his birthday watching the show. I know it's something he did not want to see. He's been having apparently a pretty good night. It could have been an homage to him, yeah, because Troop... I've heard Troop and Jarek are on good terms. Don't really know. This Troop just ripping at the face. Maybe trying to take that face paint off. Like I said, we only have one more match after this, and we don't even know who's in it. But it will be the third and final second round match of the evening. People that are in the tournament, if you weren't booked tonight, you definitely will be next week. Jack Johnson going on the arm. And you saw the intro, quick shot of it. You saw a quick shot from the Elimination Chamber from Wet and Wild with Sean Libby jumping off one of the pods. That was right at the end. Oh, very European uppercut. First match with Martin Starr and Matt Matthews. You haven't missed your match, Jimmy. Don't worry. Oh, Troop pointing. Oh, God. Polish hammer. You see Jack grabbing his face. I think might have hurt something, and Troop breaks his ass. Irish whip to the apron. No, Jack Johnson's shoulder block. Gonna come back in. Sunset flip. Gonna try to catch him off guard. 2. No. Troop kicks out. Like I said, we'll be seeing Jack Johnson, the main event of the Phoenix Cup event, challenging for the World Championship. Belt that both these men have held. Okay. Yeah, I know. Hopefully next Thursday I'll actually be able to do the show. Then Johnson going for the face. Now back body drop. Almost like a backdrop driver. And now very European uppercut again. Troop knows what Jack Johnson's looking for. Neck breaker on the knee into a proper neck breaker. Now Jack Johnson looking to end this. Now jumps into it. Guillotine. Locks the guillotine in. And Troop is tapping out. Jack Johnson picks up the victory via submission.
They said they did not want my face in their magazine, 'cause I'm not beautiful.
There you go. Is that going to be the scene in the main event of the Phoenix Cup? Is that what we're going to end on? Jack Johnson, world champion, one more time. Yeah, a statement making Mr. Troop tap out. Not an easy feat. Only, I think, one or two other people have done that. Eddie Cool, obviously, the other person I could think of right off the top of my head. Former world champion himself. With that, we've come to our main event of the evening. We're going to find out the third and final man of this week to go to the semifinals. Like I said, what makes this fun is we don't know who's coming out. We don't know who's going to be part of this. We know the people that are still yet to come out for their second round matches. The pool is getting a little smaller. It's getting a little harder. There's only... After this, there'll only be 3 more second round matches. We'll see all 3 of them next week. But tonight, we have 1 more match to get through. It is the main event of the evening. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm glad people were able to make it tonight. I know tonight was not a great night because of TakeOver. And because it's Saturday, I don't typically do anything on Saturdays. But hopefully next week we'll be back to our regularly scheduled time and date. And hopefully it'll be good from here on out. Yeah, main event time coming up next.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Fuck a little bitch, I've come to take it all. I'm a ghost, who the f*** you gon' call? Bossing with a sticker in the field, no. Lucifer reborn as a god. Face on the blood, dripping down my jaw. Step out of my line and get outlined in chalk. Prince of the dark and the dead will walk.
I can feel my enemy begin to feel my drum. I am ready when it comes to pain. I'm on. I can tell you things you won't believe I've done. I kill to feel. I feel my enemy begin to feel my drum. I am ready when it comes to pain. I'm on. I can tell you things you won't believe I've done. I kill to feel.
Well, you want to talk about a stacked main event? Here we go. Shinigami Brooks, another former world champion, taking on Donovan Payne. And thank you, Jimmy, for the... I guess that's really a resub, but yeah. Thank you. What a way to end tonight. Donovan Payne, who back at March Madness suffered a serious head injury, was supposed to be out for 6 months, or he had a serious concussion. Ended up coming back in only 3. These two men that I believe have never actually faced each other. If they have, it's something I don't remember. And I'm Stat Boy. But you can see these two I do believe these two know each other a bit. They have met in other matches. I don't believe it's been one-on-one though. Brooks going for a quick cover. Not even a 1. And to think we still have 3 more matches next week, and they gotta top the possibilities of this one. Now Brooks heading up top. Misses the elbow. Remember, Shinigami Brooks was world champion literally after the first night of the Rise from the Ashes tournament until he lost it in the finals to Mr. Troop. Donald with a quick cover, not even a 1 count. May not have actually been... He may not have had a long run. He basically had the link to the tournament, but he still became world champion. A lot of people believe Donovan Payne was on his way to becoming world champion himself before he got hurt. The saddest part about this is only one of these two men can go to the next round. They got to fight like their career depends on it. They both want to go to the main event of Supernova. They both want to get that world title match. Dono with a gut wrench suplex. Now, just trying to almost overpower Brooks. Both men very popular in RWR. Standing sliced bread by Dono. You know, it is disappointing that only one of these two can go through, but, you know, that's the rando. You live and die by it. Sometimes you get a match you don't want it, as much you kind of want to see it, you don't want it to happen because of the importance of it. And I guess that's the chance you take in being a part of this. Now Dono looking for a hatch suplex, and he gets it. The Dono just thinking about it, just waiting, letting Brooks get back to his feet. Go behind, no standing switch, kicks out his knee. Now Dono's just gonna go right for it. No warming up. Dono clash. 2. No, Brooks kicks out. Dono wasted no time, just went right for it. No setup or anything. I think Dono just wants to end it without trying to hurt Brooks. You know, these guys are close friends outside the ring. Kayfabe. Kick to the midsection. Uh-oh. Oh, drive-by. That's what won Brooks the world title. You know, I know Brooks doesn't want to have to do that, but if he does, he will. If he has to. Uh-oh. Brooks looking to end things right now. One way to do it. Juice box. Brooks hooking the leg. 2. No. Oh, I thought that was actually a 3. Dono kicks out. See Dono trying to hype himself up, get the adrenaline flowing. Hits a clothesline. And another one. Now gets some hang time with a clothesline in the corner. Off the ropes. Brooks misses the clothesline. Dono hits one of his own. And even kips up. Dono into the corner. Now we're going to the corner. Put him up on the top turnbuckle pad. No, Brooks kicks him off. Oh, went to crowd him. Dono caught him into a pendulum backbreaker. Into a cover, hooking the leg. Not even a 2 count. Oh, a spinal tap. Oh, Brooks' arm. That looks bad. Brooks might be hurt. Brooks might actually be hurt here. See, his arm is in such a bad placement. Okay, I think he's okay now. Yeah, unfortunately, Mike, we're in the last match. We're in the main event, unfortunately. I guess that's the kicks of the time. What's up? Now Dono. Oh. There's something Dono's been talking about. He's got something new up his sleeve. Going up to the tippy top. Superplex. Now Dono, hold it on. Falcon Arrow, he's done the deal. Oh, and Brooks comes right back. STO into a Koji. Submission hold. And Dono is tapping out. Shinigami Brooks moves on to the next round. There you have it. Shinigami Brooks picking up the win. Dono did what he could. Brooks would not be denied. And another tap out here in the tournament. Seems like it's been a theme of this tournament at the moment. There's been a lot of tap outs. In fact, all 3 second round matches tonight all ended in a submission. Yes, you heard me right, including the women's semifinal match. But that's going to do it for us. Obviously, thank you everybody for coming out. I know this was a... I do hope they fix the subs, honestly. Wasn't as big of a show tonight, but, I kind of expected that just because of the... doing it on Saturday instead of Thursday. So I was expecting the show to not have as many people. But thank you guys for coming out. Next week, we should be back on Thursday night. Normal time. Normal everything. We'll see the other half of the second round matches. We will also see our second of 3 women's semifinal matches. And we got some other stuff planned for the show. So make sure to keep an eye out. Cards will be posted probably tomorrow or Monday, depending on when people get on. That's going to do it for us tonight. I will see you guys next week.